Ooh, yeah. Bruh. I love it. Good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here at the Redbird Krause, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I just love that. Oh my God, that just literally energizes me, even though I've actually already been up for a while and doing some work. I actually was working here till 1 o'clock last night, getting this place together. I had posted a video, I think about 12:30 last night, about La'el Collins and the Dallas Cowboys having an interest in bringing him back now that he has been released by the Cincinnati Bengals and he's not quite as expensive. Interesting thing is we are still paying La'el Collins $8.5 million of dead money from his contract. I don't think that would be the worst thing if they get him for a veteran minimum to bring him back, a guy who definitely is well liked by Dak Prescott. He's still rehabbing from his ACL, so you could end up saying, you know what, rehab and put performance in his contract and things and let him heal and maybe have an extra guy coming down the stretch if you have an injury. And we have been kind of beat up injury-wise. La'el Collins is a guy who I think the Cowboys screwed the pooch because they tried to make him a tackle where I think that he really should have been a guard. And I think he wanted to be a tackle because he saw the dollar figures for tackles versus guards. Be that as it may, we'll see if anything comes about this. An interesting story that has come around is about Jerry Jones and Randy Moss. For those of you who aren't old enough to remember, the Cowboys had been interested in drafting Randy Moss. And, of course, for the draft, the Cowboys ended up passing on him along with a lot of other teams. And Randy Moss's first game was basically against the Cowboys, was vengeance, so to speak. He had 3 touchdowns and basically was pissed off that he ended up having to go to Minnesota, which is like going to Siberia because it's cold in Minnesota, as opposed to going with them boys. But Jerry Jones basically said, I already had one pain in the ass wide receiver. I didn't want to have a second. But apparently, Jerry Jones has apologized to Randy Moss. So according to Randy Moss, Jerry Jones approached him not long ago. Well, Randy Moss, of course, is a sideline figure. It was definitely a surprise. I was surprised by him, Moss said. The man is worth so many billions of dollars, and he didn't have to do that. It just meant a lot. So Jerry Jones apologized to Randy Moss for not drafting him. Hey, Randy, you know what, buddy? I'm looking back at all the years of my life and all the things that I've done. And you know what? When you get up there to the pearly gates, you got to make atones for everything that you did. And I got to tell you, the biggest sin that I ever did was not drafting you, Randy. Oh my God, Randy, had you had that star on that helmet, Randy, oh man, it would have just been gold. But see, I was the sinner there, Randy, and I didn't do it. I don't know what I was thinking. You should have been one of them boys. And I'm sorry, Randy. Sorry that all those years you had to freeze your ass off. And we'd have seen your ass up there too. Because when you did that whole, at the goalpost when you score one of the many touchdowns there, Randy, oh my God, Randy, hey, that was clever. That was clever. But we had to find you. We had to find you because somebody would have taken it to the next level. They would have actually pulled their pants down. So we had to nip it in the butt. Oh, now you see what I did there, Randy. But Randy, I really hope that we can bury the hatchet here and understand that it was my bad. It was my bad. And I'm coming here with hat in hand. Somebody give me a hat so I can put it in my hand. Oh, okay, ain't nobody here. But I just want to apologize to you. I'm assuming that's how it went. I don't know because I wasn't there. And it's great that Jerry Jones is making atones. But I will say, I don't know all the sins that Jerry Jones has. I don't, okay? I don't think anybody knows. I will actually say I think an even bigger sin is the situation with Jimmy Johnson. I still don't understand how the hell Jerry Jones is doing what he is with Jimmy Johnson. You know, I understand when you've got that kind of money and that much pull, you want all the credit. You want everybody to sing your tune. I get that. But you have to recognize that it was the two of you guys together. And I believe, honestly, I believe in karma. I believe when you do good things come back to you. You don't do good things and say, I'm looking for something to happen back to me. That's the only reason no. If you do things out of the goodness of your heart, at least in my life, I'm not going to say my life is that I'm like Jerry Jones, a billionaire and got all kinds of money, because I don't. But what I do know is times when I've gone out of my way for others, it seems like more blessings have come my way. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's just a coincidence. I don't know. But I honestly and truly feel like that. And I feel like what Jerry is doing with Jimmy Johnson, because it's beyond just, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to do it. You are making a point of letting everybody know that this is personal and just kind of dingling. It's kind of like that Geico commercial where the guy's got the fishing pole. Oh, you almost got it. Dingling that dollar in front of him, right? And that's what you feel like. And to me, that goes to karma. I always look back at all of the crazy ways we have lost games. To be 8-8 and 8-8, where every single year you win the last game, you're in the playoffs. I think about the bobbled snap on the field goal kick against Seattle. These aren't just normal losses. The catch, no catch. Having Aaron Rodgers go down the field after you score with only a few seconds left. The slide with Dak Prescott. I don't know what you want to call it, the muddle huddle play with Zeke Elliott at center. All of these season-ending plays all are gut-wrenching, above and beyond, where you look at it and just say, damn, you have to relive this over and over again. And I still believe it goes back to karma. And that Jerry Jones needs to do the right thing with Jimmy Johnson. We got a game tomorrow, 4:00 Eastern. I'm here at the Red Brick House this morning. I'm going to be back at my house by 5 o'clock tonight so we can do our regular live stream. And in the meantime and in between time, you do your thing and I'll do mine. And part of mine is getting the big sub. And I also need to go to urgent care because I stepped on a nail. Not just a regular nail, one of those corrugated nails. I stepped on it and literally was like, I'm trying to pull it out. Couldn't pull it out. Had to basically hobble in from the outside and say, Tracy, can you come? And she didn't pull it out easy. She just, yes, I'm walking with a limp. And so I need to get a tetanus shot. So I need to do that before then. But in the meantime, I do want to check in on Get Up. So let's check in on Get Up. What you waiting for? I got to get up to check on Get Up. All right, let's see what they have to say on the Cowboy Hating Network, ESPN, this morning.
But the point is, you would figure that the Cowboys would have a conservative offensive game plan, not having a lot of respect for the Jet passing game, and the Jets will have a conservative game plan, not wanting to let Zach Wilson get them in trouble.
I don't know if the pride of Dak Prescott will allow him
The pride of Dak.
because I'm going to get some great defense.
But that's what you got to do. But really, that's why
he's going to try and push the ball down.
That's why the head coach fired Kellen Moore back in February early. Is
Dak's
for
pride.
moments like this where he's going to take the ball out of Dak Prescott's hand. Which
When is he coming with this
saying to
shit?
Dak Prescott?
No. Look, Sunday night against the Giants in the Rams.
Really say that?
You were there. You did that game.
And listening to Mike McCarthy after the game, like they did take the ball. Like they told Dak, we're in our bad weather plan. If we don't turn it over, we can't lose. And he felt like Dak made smart decisions and appropriate decisions in that game. I think they'll build on that and do that again against this monster Jets defense. I really do.
They're mixing Schultz, and with that running game, and that the Jets make them one dimensional, you're gonna put it in. Dak gonna have to put the ball up too now. And listen, if Whitehead is still batting 1,000, and we get a couple turnovers, then he's gonna have to play football.
And that's smart. That gives the Jets a real chance to win. And I think Sean McDermott's a great coach. I think they had a bad night because if I'm Josh Allen and the Bills, the only way I can lose to the Jets is by turning it over. And that's why the way they attacked the Jets made no sense to me.
If they only turned it over 3 times, they probably win the game. So I think if you're Dallas, like unless the Jets somehow get an early lead, right? Then maybe you're trying to come back and you put it. But I don't know how they're going to do it. I mean, that Dallas defense looked like a horror movie.
Of course. When you're playing
Texas Chainsaw
Massacre. Of course. That's different.
But the Jets' offensive line, you're talking about that like the team that you played on is suddenly there. That was the Brickashaw Ferguson and Nick Mangold and Damian Wooding.
That team is not as bad as it was last week.
The line you're talking about.
Yeah, the line. I mean, you talk about those plays to cut three-step drop, the ball's supposed to be going. That's on Rodgers. That's not on Dwayne Brown. It wasn't on Beckton on the other side. Every player understands what their play is to get the defensive line hands down so that we can throw the quick slant flat. A quick concept. That's not one of them. They played them a lot better than people give them credit for.
Okay, so going into this game, we might have 2 of the, let's say, 3 best defenses in the NFL that will be on the field at the same time. Let's give San Francisco their due, right? They look elite, and there are a lot of other good ones. I think we think the Jets and Cowboys are going to be outstanding at it. What do you expect from Dak Prescott? Obviously, I have been very Zach Wilson-centric and focused and concerned this week. Tell me what you expect from Dak Prescott against Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner, and company.
I think Dak Prescott's going to look out there and he's going to give his guys chances to make plays early, try and get up, and then maybe take his foot off the gas. And I think he's going to try the Sauce, and he's going to get wet.
Sauce Gardner looked like ass last week. Are you kidding
What you're
me?
suggesting is you think he's going to throw the ball in the direction.
Sauce Gardner looks as bad as my hair.
But hold on a second. Mike McCarthy and Brian Schottenheimer get paid too. They know that. They're not going to go anywhere close to Sauce Gardner until they have to. And that's where the Jets have to be a real conundrum. No, but that's why the Jets have to be really patient on offense screening. They can't force it, and then they have to force the other team to make bad decisions. If they do that, they have a chance.
America's team, man. Listen, they're going to be feeling themselves. Home opener. They're going to be feeling themselves. And there's going to be a lot of electricity. He's not going to want to play like that. He's playing for a contract, too. He's going to want to be the reason that they win. Let's go throw the ball. Let me show everybody what I've learned, what I can do.
Okay.
It's going to be...
Well, what you're talking about, to the point that Graziano was making a moment ago, and I think Tannenbaum said it, is literally the reason they made the change on their offensive coaching staff that they made a year ago, because there were moments when there was a belief, at least, that Mike McCarthy had, and he convinced Jerry Jones of it, that Kellen Moore was too pass happy, and that when you got to let that defense win games and don't let your quarterback lose them.
Yeah, and also Mike McCarthy felt like he'd be more comfortable calling plays and all that. But yes, I think it was good for the Cowboys to have a game like Sunday night where they didn't need Dak to really do anything and to deliver that message in, like, look, wasn't it fun to win a game? Like, there are going to be games where we need you to chuck it all over the yard, and then there are going to be games where we don't. And Sunday was one, and I think this coming Sunday is going to be another one against that Jets defense. I think the fact that they had so much success playing the way
His numbers would have been a lot better if we didn't have the drops. Let's be real
going
here.
into this game.
Okay, in the meantime, before I get the picks up on the screen, I just want to go through. Well, actually, let's put the picks up on the screen. I'm the only one who believes. The Jets are going to find a way to go there and win this game.
I thought Bart was, after everything he said, I thought
Listen, do you see the thing, Green? Yeah, I'm using the
Jedi mind
universe.
trick.
Exactly.
You're going reverse.
I'm using the universe.
I like it.
Don't pay attention to what's on the screen.
I mean,
You know what
whatever they
I'm
want.
at.
All I know, 2 for 2. Ravens, no. Jets, no. I mean, who's this Bart Scott? Let's hope they
Don't
don't
let
fall.
facts get in the way of argument.
I'm 100% good on both sides. Tua's not that young anymore. Look, I'm
Okay,
gonna make a
so-
statement I didn't get a chance to make because Monday got busy and then Tuesday.
Haterade alert. Okay, so there we have it. The usual, Well, Dak's ego. Aaron Rodgers has an ego. Dak is about winning. That's all he cares about, winning. Doing whatever it takes to win. All right, good people. I'm going to get my stuff done and get out of here. Go by, pick up the big sub. Take care of mom and dad because I got to fix their sink for them. And get back for the live stream at 5. And I'll see you there. Peace.